It's amazing.
Testing.
Roger.
So guys, my computer is it works like 99% of the time, but sometimes the battery goes weird. I mean, it could happen during the playthrough, but hopefully it doesn't. But if it does happen, I'll just turn it back on. It only takes 5 seconds. But I'm using my phone to like chat, so it doesn't affect the ability to chat or listen.
Alright. Keen. Alright, everyone open the video.
I've got it ready to
Hold
go.
on, I gotta open VLC.
Don't make me sick.
Windows Media Player.
Yep.
Do you have it
Fine.
ready? Do you have it like paused on screen at the moment, Jono?
Yeah.
I mean, I reckon maybe just like for 2 minutes talk about where we were at like after Kapap 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure.
I know for me, I actually just really did not want to make another one. I was really happy with like how 2 came out, and I was kind of burnt out with hoarding, and just didn't think the amount of time I had to play was going to give me enough to participate in it. And I knew that you guys were really keen though. You guys were like already coming up with lots of ideas and stuff.
Yeah. Kapap 3, like after Kapap 2, because I only had, 3 times in it? I basically just felt like I didn't really do much in Kapap 2, and I wanted to prove I could do more. And I still didn't quite get what I wanted in Kapap 3, but I saw it as an opportunity to shine a bit more.
Yeah, no, you end up with like
Yeah,
an amazing section.
it's still your best segment.
Me and Johnny
And
were
was it-
throwing around ideas like as early as when he was at my house in January of that year. And some of the
Yeah,
ideas still even made it into it. And I guess I could point those out once we get to them. But
Yeah, cool.
there were song choices that we had picked out many months at a
Fucking
time.
fast exit shit.
I'll talk about that.
And I actually had no setup at the time. I think no, my laptop was broken at the time, and I was going to get it repaired, and then I had to go and find a CRT like later in the year when I started to actually get keen to be a part of it. So that's when I actually got my current setup and current VHS player.
Fuck yeah.
Which was, it's a pretty legendary setup. Your current setup.
On the milk crate.
Yeah, the milk crate is pretty iconic.
And you actually see it in the video without spoiling it too much. I actually was looking at Kapap 1 the other day, Jono, and it was so funny that within the first 20 minutes, you'd already been to 2 bathrooms. Like, we just didn't go into your bathroom. That would have been a 3 out of 3.
Still haven't.
Yeah.
I'll have to show my bathroom in Kapap 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we still haven't. Oh, we saw everything but your bathroom, Green.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's true.
We even saw Mark Rootsu's bathroom in the dishwashing video. Swiss, are you there?
Nate, can you hear me?
Yes.
Nate?
Loud and clear. Oh, the other thing about Kapap 3 that was cool was that I don't know if we had Discord servers for 2, but we definitely did for 3. And while I was on work breaks, I would get into like voice chat, and you guys would get in, and we could talk about ideas for a half an hour every now and then. And that was really good, I thought.
Oh, that was one of the most fun parts, was just popping in and throwing around ideas for stuff.
Especially when it started to take off and we all had good like times we were proud of. and we wanted to make the video, you guys all had good ideas. Like every time we had these discussions. So yeah, it was a huge part of what made it. When should we hit play?
Soon.
Very soon.
Jonas.
At Jajno. What's the problem?
Nice unhoored
They're
Swiss.
complaining about my mic.
Mate,
Oh, okay.
mate,
Oh, it's
is
okay.
it just me or is Jono like super quiet?
No, it wasn't too quiet for me.
Just turn me up.
Yeah, if you right click on him, you can turn him up.
Yeah, for me, Jono sounds as loud as everyone.
Yes.
Although I think I have Johnny turned up to like 125%.
Oh yeah, maybe that's got him at 100.
I also have you, Luke, at 125 for some reason.
Could be because sometimes my phone's far away,
Could be.
so it's like quieter. So Dusky's router broke. I saw that when I woke up. It's fucked.
His router broke? What?
Apparently his router broke.
What the fuck? That sucks.
That's bad luck.
Yeah. Bad timing.
Hopefully it ships quickly if he ordered a new one. I ordered Luke, I ordered that Switch Pro controller from Best Buy last night at like
It just
Six-
did it arrive already.
yeah, I ordered it at like 6 p.m. and then I checked the porch today at like noon and it was just
What
here.
the
It said it wasn't supposed to get here till like Wednesday.
That's insane.
I don't even
I'm so
know.
jealous. How good is the Pro controller? Have you
I
opened it?
haven't opened it yet. It's still in the box.
Oh. Have you used one before, or is this going to be the first time?
This will be the first time I've used this.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, it's going to just totally improve your experience by like 1,000%.
Yeah, I've been
I
using.
can't actually believe you guys were playing Zelda Breath of the Wild with the fucking nunchucks.
Oh, I
Like,
was
that
playing on the
game
Wii
is
U
so-
originally.
Mate,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same for me.
All right, let's
The
start.
Wii U is actually really good for it. I liked it a lot.
Let's begin.
We're beginning.
Oh,
No, can we talk about Breath of the Wild later?
We just want to talk about Breath of the Wild for the next hour and a half.
Animal Crossing, anyone?
I might get it because my girlfriend's going to be getting a Switch soon,
Whoa.
and we want something to play.
yeah, I won't go into Animal Crossing. The way that the characters have their arms out triggers me. Like nothing.
I'm very with you, Luke. I told my girlfriend, I was like, I'd rather just play Stardew because I like the character design, and I don't like the character design in Animal Crossing. But it'll. I'm sure it's still going to be a very fun game.
Oh yeah, and it's the thing everyone's doing, so it'll be the most collaborative. It'll be the most community driven. That's the thing with Stardew is it was a really nice thing to do in ISO, but it got instantly boring because it's like I'm just playing with CPUs basically.
But yeah, me and her, she and I have been playing Stardew together on the. We have like
that's
farm together.
more.
It's really
I think
fun.
that's much more fun, isn't it? You can farm together and yeah.
Yeah, she just gets mad at me because all I do is fish.
All right.
Fishing's cool, man.
Fun. Right.
Shall we
Kapap.
count down?
Right. This is the Stardew Valley fishing on Horde, right?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Everyone ready to press play?
I'm paused at 0.
Same.
Ready, mate.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, I'll turn that down.
Oh, we've got an echo from somebody.
Yep, I'm turning mine down.
Gotcha. So this song, this was you were going through a bunch of 103 Point Never stuff when deciding for this, right? Luke?
Yeah, it took me like the hardest thing about this whole thing was coming up with this song, and I had like the XX, you know that band.
Mm-hmm.
One of their tracks was winning at the time, and then there was another couple of bands that were in contention. And I think I just was on break at work one day, and I had like that sudden moment, you know, that eureka moment, and I remembered this track. And it's like it's ironic because it's the last track on the album.
Yeah.
But then we're using it for the first song of the video, and I
It
don't
works
know.
really well. It just has like a really amazing build up, and for this collage that you were doing, that's just going to be a slow reveal as to what it is. I think it works perfect. I love this song. We were a little worried that it was a bit too long, but
I wasn't worried about that though.
Yeah.
I think I was the one. I think
you were the one that was defending it. From
yeah. I think the
whole time.
longer, like, it would have probably been too long if it was longer than this. But
Yeah.
I really wanted to sort of have the audience kind of like, I don't know, like relax. So have the intro quite long and slow.
Who the fuck
And
is
there was a lot
Robbie
of-
Williams, by the way? I don't know that one.
That's Adam Durkax. That was
Okay.
like an old meme from the early 2000s when I first joined.
There's a few of these that still go over my head.
Nolan Borkman, yeah, that's an old one. Like,
There's some
Trench's
very
last
deep
name.
cuts with these names. Stefan Glasby.
But this whole thing was like an idea I had just pretty randomly about kind of how we can bring like as much stuff or as many things from both games. Actually, sorry, it ended up just being GoldenEye, didn't it? At one point it was going to have Perfect Dark in there too, but it got too, I guess, complex. But I think the folder ended up having about 2,000 still images, like end screens and just images that I took from, you know, if you Google GoldenEye image or go through fan pages and things.
I love.
And I really
there's just
wanted
some great
to
stuff
bring-
like the Clemens thing in the top left there, and
You can see even like you can see a lot of Clemens images like you can actually see Kapap, all of the Kapaps in here, like screenshots from all of them. You
I
can
see
see like
Goose there, Goose
Yeah.
from the room tour, and there's just some good stuff.
Tara
There was Tara Kate. I just saw that.
Mirror Mage. So there's like actually a mini version of the overall thing in the thing. So it's like
Yeah.
within itself.
Lots of little cameos in here. You could search for hours with this shit probably.
Mm.
Find cool stuff.
And it was fun to like see everyone kind of guessing what it was. And I think they all thought it was going to be
These were all
a
times
big
that were going to be
Kappa.
in it.
That too, but the picture itself was going to be like a big Nesquik or a
Yeah.
Kappa, I think. But yeah, it was always going to be
It was always the
Mirror
king.
Mage's the king, yeah. Which kind of, yeah, was a strong idea to tie it back to the whole, the beginning of Kapap, which was like Phil's thing.
And that was
It
a
was
very
so
satisfying-
many images. It was an absolutely, incredible effort to try and get this done.
I found it really satisfying to see Phil's reaction to it in chat during the premiere.
Same. And Jono did a lot of the overall sort of editing, the camera, the way the
Yeah.
camera was moving
That
around.
looks beautiful.
Yeah, the
Just all that.
And
the fucking 3D shit was done in a Quake 3 map editor.
What?
that's so
You never
ghetto,
told me
that's so
that.
ghetto.
Oh, that's hilarious. So did you just use it as a texture in a quick
Yep,
3
yep.
bit and go? That's so funny.
Hey, that's fucking cooked.
And then we had the title, like, we worked on this for a little while to get this working perfectly. And then the way it kind of then pauses for a bit, and then zooms back out and fades away. All
Yeah,
this detail. Obsessed
I'm
over.
glad that you told us that. That's a detail that I don't think anybody even in Kapap knew. That's
Deep
great.
cut.
Here's my nightmare montage.
Who the hell is Rodriguez?
This ended up being
That-
a highlight for a lot of
I-
people.
I had that goose clip of him saying, "Who the hell is Sam Rodriguez?" saved all the way back from when I first got Archive 16. He said that on stream,
Whoa.
and I recorded it. And I was like, I might use this for something someday. That quest cart was already broken. I know there were some people worried about that.
Controversial.
Controversial.
Oh,
This
it's good we
song-
got to see you up straight.
Yeah, this song was the first choice that me and Johnny came up with when we were talking back in January of the year that we made this. And originally, it was going to reach this end bit. This was also a very fun thing to do. Every North American N64 cartridge
So fucking
in
good.
one thing.
I pushed you into this. I really thought this would be amazing.
I
it
mentioned
went
the concept.
So well.
This was right here. It was actually going to continue with the Death Grip song, and I was going to get 2 Depot 23 fast exits, and we were going to play one of those, and then it would continue once that was over into the next sort of montage, and then go back to another 23. But it never happened because I
Sadly.
think I would have lost my mind if I played any more Depot SA00 fast exit attempts.
It would be like the most biggest waste of time possible
Yeah.
in the whole game.
This is this time is certainly flawed, and I remember even people saying like, because this was done before the new strategy, the open door strat on Damn 00 was kind of discovered or used, but it was discovered in between me getting this and Kapap being released, so people thought it was going to be me using that. But I'm still happy with it. I think this is a good run, and it's still my PB to this day. And I love this
It's
song.
great. It was a great first run for you because it was it's like
the redemption from
exactly
Kapap 2.
after
The sequel.
Kapap 2 was just such a shit damn run, and that was one of my favorite things with that horde was Phil commentating on that. It's so funny, but I was never satisfied with it. The basement on this one is actually pretty good, but yeah, I was obsessed with battles at the time that we were making this horde, and this was like my favorite song by them, so I knew I had to include it.
Did you have an original goal time in mind?
I kind of wanted 158 actually, and I continued to play for that a little bit more after this because there were a lot of I missed that warp at the end, and the ending's just kind of sloppy, and there are a few other things, but I'm still happy with this time, and I was still definitely very happy with this in the horde. I just wanted at the very least to improve it so I could have a Damn 00 run in the horde, because just wanted that sort of the redemption.
I think it's a great first run actually.
Gotta include the little Phil clip. Oh, yeah, and imagine being this ahead of the curve on international superstar soccer memes. I was memeing about it 3 years before it was cool, guys. Come on.
Yeah, time to make an edit of Kapap 3.
Sammy, the Baron.
The Baron.
This was a joke that I just thought of one night, and I thought that literally only me and Johnny would find it funny. So I made a rough cut of this, and I sent it to Johnny, and he just told me it was too good not to put in, because I was trying to think of a song to use on Egypt, and I just couldn't come up with anything. And I had kind of decided that None of my runs were really like incredible in my segment, so I just kind of wanted to make it funny and entertaining for people. And he and I had been doing the N64 library race, and we played this game, and we just thought the announcer was so damn funny.
It worked pretty perfectly.
Yeah, the Sammy and the Baron were both those audio clips were both first try. I did not do any other attempts at recording myself saying Sammy or the Baron.
I like how many relevant voice clips you were able to get from that.
Dude, it was hard to. I had even more. It was hard to pick. I just love he's created a run here. I was like, this is too perfect.
The long shot one or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a long shot.
This is also. I love just the troll on this one because I was able to start it off, and everybody in chat was like, "Oh my God, Sammy's playing Statue," and then just throw him off with the. It's not even LTK. Like I think Boss was confused and thought it was LTK in the chat, which is hilarious.
But I think we, in the background of our minds, we wanted to have a couple of different kinds of runs in Kapap 3, so to sort of break it up a bit.
Yeah, and the thing with this was I, at the time, was messing around on Statue to see how doable 217 was for me. And every once in a while, I would just pop on fucking pinball mode to see, if I could get something good. And I streamed this on an alt, and I forget who was watching. Any of you guys remember if you were in there when it happened?
Not me.
It goes at work.
I think somebody, or maybe nobody was watching, but I know I was streaming it on an alt, and I just turned on Statue Pinball. This was the first run, obviously. You saw me change the settings at the beginning. But, yeah, on Pinball, you get that instant reaction every time. Is 217 possible with, what is this, a 6-boost run or something?
I've been watching a lot of Statue Agent because Samo's been going for 219, and your Val Strafe is insane, like compared to most people's.
That run, yeah, it's pretty good. It's probably my favorite.
You go so deep, you go so like close to Val on the left and the right. It really like makes him move quickly.
That's the trick. I threw the idea of using Pinball Wizard on this kind of as a joke, but it actually works really well. I like the song. It's a bit of a meme, but and I of course heard in the voice chat Kevin was like, "Not this fucking song," because I'm sure he's heard it 4 billion times, being a pinball guy.
Oh yeah,
but it worked well. Yeah, JD did stumble on a K4 alt stream. That was funny.
How long did this grind actually take you?
This was the only run, I think.
No.
I mean, I never grinded for it. I probably played it jokingly for like a few minutes before that at some point, but no, I didn't grind for 217. This was this time kind of trolled me a bit because there were, same with Egypt, multiple times where I wasn't recording, so I had to do this. And yeah, I had to do Egypt as well a couple times. But this was the hardest one to choose a song for. I had gone through probably eight or so songs in deciding this one, and I eventually just decided to use one of my just favorite songs of all time, because you know what?
Yeah, good.
We're making a horde here. I gotta play some stuff I love. And
yeah,
this is. I still say this is the best hidden track on any album ever. Train in Vain.
Yeah. Because it wasn't included on the original track list, was it?
No, it was a secret track.
It's actually one of the best songs ever, period.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Works
Yeah,
really
this
well.
was a good run for me. I mean, aside from the massively cringe safe, which you guys can all just close your eyes in a second here. But aside from that, it's a pretty nice.
Ugh.
I said close your eyes.
Yeah, just watch that.
I forgot how to do that.
Is that 152?
152.
Lost 4 seconds in the save. Not too bad. Everything else is tight though. I think a few people in chat predicted it was a 148.
A lot of people thought it was, and maybe with a better safe it could have been, but it's a good run. And
Oh, I love that ending though. That warp is so nice. But that's a good time, no matter what. How you look at it. Oh my god.
Yeah, this also went through a few iterations. I had done like I don't even remember what the first edit was, but it was just kind of like a shitty meme. That wasn't like I don't think it involved Birdie. And people had said it was like okay, and I just wanted to keep working on it, and I decided to do like to use this movie trailer music from, I think this is from The Hobbit or something. And I had the thing with Birdie is there's so many great voice clips to work with that it's like the comedy just kind of writes itself. I miss Birdie.
I remember seeing this when you made this, and I was like in love with it. Yeah, it's just storytelling that's really good. Miss that guy.
Hopefully he comes back someday. He was streaming on an alt every once in a while earlier, or like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something.
I last heard from him like a week ago, so
Oh really?
I've been trying to text him and trying to get him to come back, but
How is he doing?
don't know. I mean, he's texting, so
He's
Still alive, I guess.
We can confirm that I did not kill him with this.
Good thing for you.
I'm actually really proud of this 22. I mean, I know it's not like a high tier time or anything, but I really struggled with the nade throws.
Nah, it
These
is. It's an impossible time.
and these throws I was actually really satisfied with. There's like the first run that I got that really had like 3 perfect throws on the first one, and yeah, of course,
That was
a
a really nice
46
looking
and
run.
22. That edit, I actually wish I could have figured a way to make that look a little better, but it's so good. This is also too perfect because it was not only a time that I bop him with. This was on his Surface 2 or Surface 1 SA 150, but yeah, I mean it speaks for itself. Birdie did host Kapap 3, although we didn't really talk during it.
Oh my god. Alright, well, that's the end of my life. Wow.
That's my segment.
That's good.
That
That end there.
That was awesome.
Thanks, guys. And now we continue into the journey of Kapap.
Kapap
and
is
this,
a person.
I think we'd been talking about having like a camera that kind of flew around GoldenEye, like a lot. And the technical difficulties were extreme, weren't they?
Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out, but
What did you end up using for this? Was it just a thing in emulator, or?
yeah, for horizontal movement you use the debug menu, and for vertical movement you use the moon jump cheat. So you can't use both at the same time.
Some of these clips I'm so happy with, like the train one was so cool.
And of course,
Solid.
also you have to have Bond loaded in whatever room that you're in,
Yeah.
right? So that's why he's right here. Hello.
Luxury cameo.
Nice.
This cradle one is pretty great. Look at that.
I think the first time
Fantastic.
I saw that Archie, I probably didn't stop laughing for a full 24 hours.
The space shuttle one's amazing.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's really good.
mm. That's like Stanley Kubrick direction.
And the caverns one looks really good too. The Baron.
Yeah. And we, tried to tie it back to the other Kapaps in the writing, and
Yeah.
The Baron never
And then
did
I
find
guess-
his mate Kapap though.
yeah. And I like, this was just like kind of foreshadowing and building some hype.
That's a cooked transition right there.
Yeah.
And that's just using the fact that like when you go through that door, when it's not
Yeah,
loaded,
it's not
it
loaded.
actually looks like that.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing.
The saga.
God.
This was also something that was planned for a long time, and you had to do this more than once.
Yes. And then we got stuck.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that.
But
I had to find someone to pull our car out.
It was the first time you did it with a CRT, and it wasn't.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't
couldn't see
really.
anything.
Yeah. Like you can barely see anything on this monitor.
no.
Twine
I-
on the beach.
The live voice chat reaction, that was one of my favorite bits. Watching that back. They just totally lost it.
The
Yeah, it
power's
was
coming
pretty-
from the car.
This is one of my favorite things you did. This swapping of the names.
It's so funny.
It's so funny. It's still funny.
Shout out to Isa.
Good old Iceland. And the song is too perfect. This was another early song choice, right?
And some people thought this was me with the mark face, but it's, can confirm it's not. I didn't go back to Perth.
It's actually me.
No, it was me all along.
Oh,
And how did you get that DSX on the ship? Because that is so dope.
I had to get a high-res texture pack for Star Fox and then replace just one of them with my own
that's so cool.
on an emulator.
The big secret is it was actually just Mark under them.
That's what it's been all along.
Inspired by Seinfeld.
Of course, Seinfeld used multiple times. Classic Kramer with the.
Technically, I don't even actually work here. That's what makes this so difficult.
Euro Trip. I don't remember this in Euro Trip. I remember Matt Damon in Euro Trip.
I don't know if you know, but this level's Train, and the song is about the train.
It's about a morning train.
Oh. Didn't know. Was this one of your goals going into this, Jono?
Yeah, for sure. The
And
someone,
Johnny actually bought the album that this song was on while he was in Chicago with me.
yeah, it just popped up for like $2.
Yep. And I also bought a copy of it when I was in California for also $2, I think.
It's
Because,
good.
correct me if I'm wrong, Sammy, you're on a mission to try and get every song that we've used in any of the Kapaps on like physical copy, right?
That's the goal. It's kind of tough with certain songs, but we'll get there someday. My mom was like, "Why the hell are you buying a Sheena Easton album?" Like, Mom, it's good shit.
You don't want to know.
Nice keyboard.
it wouldn't be a Kapap without a Phil commentary.
Yeah, Bez is amazing.
Oh
Bez
yeah.
is Bez is a pivotal member of Kapap, even if he doesn't have runs in this. He's
Hmm.
What the fuck?
was Phil in? He was in the Discord. He just never
Yeah.
really checked,
That many games.
so he was still surprised by everything. Oh, this is great.
That's in a box. Ah, that existed. That's pretty
Yeah, I don't think he knew anything. Maybe he knew one time, but he seemed like. Yeah. Oh god.
commentate anymore.
It was, of course, after me and Johnny had tortured ourselves beating that game on N64.
Yeah. It actually turned out to be fun in the end.
You know, we sort of had a little fun with it eventually. It was
Just took a
Joe was
while.
insane, but
Whoa, what the fuck? Is that a legit person or is it like
oh, the Master System Model 2, remarkable.
Yeah, dude.
Lizzie McGuire full series.
Yep. Mean Girls VHS.
VHS tapes and DVDs?
Did you buy that Mean Girls VHS when you were?
Yes.
Yeah, that was in Chicago as well.
The vinyl. Some posters and shit. This room's pretty neat, except for the hex and the fucking garbage bin. Oh man, dude, I'd be here all day baiting. For sure. For sure.
Oh my god, the reveal.
Look, he starts fucking coughing.
Expect that.
Well, where'd he go?
That's a fucked time.
I've got fucking Lush Life vinyl playing.
Oh, where you go?
This effect I actually made in uni in like 2013
Really?
and just
That's
chucked it in.
sick, and you used it for Kapap. I like this zoom in on the S. It's really works well with the music.
God, I love this song.
Classic. And this, of course, gave you the excuse to have two song choices for Silo.
We debated that whole silo essay thing a little bit, but in the end of the day, it was your part. And you just did what you wanted.
Pretty much.
You thought would work.
And I think it's great.
I think it
because,
works,
like,
yeah.
Not only do you get the two song choices, but you get to kind of troll people.
It was a great decision. I think he definitely did the right thing.
Because 109 is already a great time, very worthy of being in the Horde. But
Yep, totally.
just added that much more shock when he comes back to it.
Nice stat pickup.
I think this is like the only level that makes me want to actually play GoldenEye again.
Get that 107 or 106 even. Can you see yourself going back to it?
Oh yeah.
That's good to hear.
Good luck, man.
107 still stands untied.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this ending! I remember this ending was just
Oh.
nutty, wasn't it?
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Healthy.
it was great to see you go back to this level, because I remember this was your first run in a Kapap. It was the 110.
Yeah.
I see zigs everywhere.
This is great too.
I mean, we were playing a lot of Wheel of Fortune at the time.
Yeah. So
Oh
good.
man, Alec fucking Troubleclef guessed this in like the first letter.
Yeah.
We were like, oh yeah,
Stick
we'll take
secret
them a
in.
bit of time to guess it and it'll be kind of interactive. And he
Dude.
fucking just knew it.
Some
This-
people thought that you had put the letters on here, but you actually put
Yeah.
this in the cartridge
This actually-
and
in
had
the-
to wait for it to show up.
Yeah, I fucking modded the ROM. Had to find a puzzle that had the same like amount of letters, and then mod the ROM and then fucking put it on my 64 drive, and then just go through the puzzles until it came up.
Based Jono finds a way.
like to buy a vowel. E. I'd like to buy a vowel. A. I'd like to solve.
Beautiful. Oh man, this song.
This was a fun grind.
Yeah, Aztecs.
Aztec fun?
I was gonna say, whoa,
Is
mate.
such a thing possible?
No, that was good.
Suppose if any of them are going to be fun, it's going to be Aztec.
Like, Aztecs like being on drugs. Like when the glass opens, it's like,
Get that rush.
no real lore behind this. Just sort of went for it.
And did you reach your goal?
Yep.
Pretty good one. Nice.
Forgot about the little Starbucks thing.
I remember this Goose was rating everyone's events during the premiere.
Yeah, what were these events? These a B?
I don't know. probably not. Swiss's were a B.
I think these were C, or maybe even, I'm not sure.
That was great, that one.
There's no explanation for this. It's just sick.
Let's get nippy.
It looks
How
nice.
did you actually, how did you do that? I never asked that before.
Uh,
did you just...
I don't know. Like I think I just like selected the sky in Photoshop and just did a transition in Vegas. Two different pictures.
It looked amazing. And it was like your rankings name color kind of turned.
Yeah,
into
kind of.
that blue.
Oh, we're nippy already.
I think my goal here was just to get sub 130, and ended up killing it.
Hmm.
Was this one streamed?
No,
No, I don't think
but
so.
like everyone was awake when I got it.
I was pumped, man, when you posted this one.
That was kind of a rare occurrence for kind of everybody to be awake when somebody got a time.
Yeah,
Typically, you'd
Yeah.
get a time, you'd post it in the Discord, and nobody'd respond for 3 hours.
And it could be pretty hard to do that, like when you've
Yeah.
got something you're really, really excited about and no one's there.
yeah. Can't believe that guard didn't boost me.
Yeah.
This is like, I think this is like one of the best like run song combinations. ever.
Agreed. Yeah, really.
Yeah, this goes beautifully with it. Look at that. Mm.
And the speed of the cursor is like exactly the same as the fucking BPM.
I've always loved this because this has like no purpose.
no mods, no changes. It's just literally the cutscene.
Okay, let's put this cutscene here.
That's fucking stupid.
The voice is so funny. Damn, four.
Was it like somewhat inspired by like the silo and the shuttle, or was
No.
it just
It's just one of my favorite cutscenes in a video game because it's just so stupid.
The fucking how just in front of the tires, there's nothing. We're cruising now.
So you must have been pretty excited when this started, when it was first shown.
Oh yeah, I was on edge.
No, like no one knew what was going on too. Everyone was stunned.
Everyone was
They thought it was
confused. They're like,
double
we already saw the 109. What is this?
Yeah, really unexpected.
You were talking about the last song being one of the best song run combinations. I think you just trumped it with this one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
this is definitely one of my favorite songs in the Ford.
I thought of this combination like very early on.
This
Do
part.
you remember? Do you remember actually doing this run? Like,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
remember them playing it. Yeah.
No.
All synced. Nice.
All right, fucking what the hell?
You just get to listen to Rhiannon again. I'm fine.
That laugh, that was from GDQ, right?
I
Yeah,
think so.
we were in bed just laughing at nothing.
Oh, was it from that nonsense? Just
Yeah.
us? Oh man,
Ah, good times.
we were laughing for probably like a full hour.
Yeah, and then I think somebody like we were posting voice notes in WhatsApp or something, and that's when Luke was like, "You guys are completely cooked." That one time.
And
Which
it had like a weird like audio glitch at the beginning, so it was like, you guys were completely cooked.
Yeah, and then we just laughed more for like another hour because of it.
I like how
That voice. Oh, sorry, you go.
I like how Swiss just had no intro for this. It's just DP.
You just get right into it. Great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
People,
I really like that. Really like that direction because Swiss had an epic intro in Kapap too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, the fucking do 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 do.
This is just like Swiss Part 2.
The I'm about a 9 out of 10 cooked. That was like I just got off a plane. I hadn't slept for probably 36 hours. And then you guys kept fucking playing that voice clip all year.
Still have it. Still have it. Saved in my hard drive.
Yeah, I have it too. Insane. Just check it.
To be a true leader, you have to have that voice clip saved somewhere.
All right, I couldn't believe that Swiss bopped me in a horde, so I reacted accordingly.
Mate.
I love the phone and the fucking little emoji.
I still use this phone.
3, 2, 1.
This is.
That record was already.
We really wanted.
The record was already
Record's
broken.
Oh, the poster. No.
This poster was already broken as well. I replaced it.
I love how it well thought out.
The
Everything.
Famicom.
The SNES was broken as well. None of that was broken.
Was that a broken TV too?
No, I just threw it in the bed.
Your mind was broken.
This is amazing.
What
Yeah,
did you
this totally blew my mind actually. This next song.
I
How well
remember
it's
Hey Cock was in the chat. And when I got my 22, he's like, "Oh, thank God, this one was after mine." But yours was not.
Yeah, he was mad. And this was I remember this was an easy song choice. Like, thought of it right away, and everybody liked it, I think.
Yes. The Kapap 3 really needed like something like this to balance out all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And I like the way it went for 2 runs.
It was
There's
like
some
the perfect
Discord beeps
length.
coming through the stream, apparently.
Yeah, I know. It's
Hey,
just a
nice
noise.
follow-up.
You can deal with it.
Boost.
See, B-Down gets it.
Some pretty insane boostage on this run. Probably 46 with a slightly different mainframe RAM.
Oh my god, final mute them, Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't believe you pressed B! Fucking idiot.
Yeah. That's not even like you recording yourself doing that. That's just literally his video, right?
Yeah, it was literally just.
Vintage Henning.
For the next 5 minutes, everyone was like, is it gonna count? Is it gonna count on the ranks? This run's pretty awesome.
This was fun to go for. This was also before the crate boost tech was
Yeah.
like made. What do you want to say? I don't know. Everybody started doing it like 2 months after this or something.
Yeah, that tilted me a little when everybody was upset that I wasn't using the damn 00 open door. Like, what are you, a pussy? Like, I got this in February.
That was the other insane thing about that first run was how long before it was. Like, people looked at the February and were like, oh my god, how long has this horde been going on for?
Forever.
Because previously they hadn't been that far back.
Oh, that's...
Yes.
I can't believe the start of the song and the end of the song line up with the doors, like, within the fucking microsecond.
Right, mate? Like, the first time I watched it, the song with it, and I was like, holy shit, yes.
Not the end of the song, but like the climax.
It was meant to be.
Oh yeah, the little grab.
And people
He's-
chat, they saw this.
Yeah,
are
they had
fucking also-
no expectations at all for this.
Obviously,
This run is like pretty incredible.
obviously the plan was for him to have more than one run, and it didn't happen.
But yeah, he was also gonna have the Doom runs. He was gonna have the Spiral runs,
Yeah.
and I think it was Haycock had seen them. Like they popped into his feed, even though he had them unlisted.
Oh, that's right. And that made
Alright.
me really paranoid about my feed as well. We all got
Yeah,
paranoid.
so he had uploaded them as unlisted, but apparently there was like a weird, shitty YouTube setting that still gave Haycock a notification.
Oh, hey, I had forgotten that.
Yeah, and so that's why those weren't in the run. And that would have been really cool, I thought, having the two Spiral runs. Because those Spiral runs are fucking cooked. And I talked
He was
to
also
Sam about
going-
it. What was that?
He was also going for Runway Untied, which would have been cooked
Yeah,
too.
that's that as well. Which would have been great to see. I talked to Sam about that a while later, and he was like, "Yeah, I was pretty mad because he was playing Spiral at the time."
And that's the first ever box boost run, I think.
Yep. I remember Grav said he felt bad because Goose was playing for 101 at the time, and he couldn't tell him about the the tech. He was recording it.
Well, let me just fast forward the whole run. It's amazing.
Just the whole run.
Just
Nobody else
everything.
watched all
It
that.
was just the evolution of that idea. It's like,
Actually-
well, we've already done fast forwarded control protect. Like, I mean, this run's not anything really special even. So like, why not just like skip the whole thing?
And we had already done the VHS
Just
fast
fucking
forward,
over
so you got to
just
do the weird skippy
DVD.
DVD fast forward.
Had to actually
I
fucking
love how you
burn a DVD.
watched- I love how you watch the whole cinema though. You skip the whole run and then you just watch the cinema.
You
I don't
actually
know.
did burn a DVD for that, right?
Yeah.
Why bother with editing software when you could just do the real thing and record it?
Yeah, dude. It's easier.
This took way too long. This
Yes.
time, like 2 years
I
over.
can relate that.
And I also remember I didn't know what song to put to it because I mean I had a song in mind, but by the time I got the time, I wasn't happy with it. So I think this was a Luke choice.
Yeah, it was a choice I had. And I knew that not everyone was going to love it, but I think it's great, and I think it's relevant. It's like it was a new song, so it's kind of like, you know, we have some classic songs in the runs, but we also have something that just came out like the day before, pretty much.
Yeah.
I like the way that End Screen worked with the lyrics too, like spinning around the floor, and just the overall kind of happy vibe.
Yeah, I liked the vibe. I remember. It's kind of like dreamy or like floaty or just happy.
Oh, that Oromov. Do you think this had a chance at 1 minute?
I don't think so, but I don't remember how good the run was really. Like, I mean, I just watched it, but like, I don't know. I'd have to like actually watch it with the music, but I don't think so.
And this end screen, like, you don't normally do this. Was that because you just felt like, what was going through your mind?
It was just because it had taken so long. Like, it was so overdue, and I was like so over getting 102s.
That's cool.
I didn't really care for 101 anyway.
Yeah, this run. I'm glad I was able to
try
do this at least. Yeah. Yeah, so there's like a cool little bit to it. And also, was there a nade? Yeah, this was first try no nade. It was just like silly. But I think if I managed to get a good time, I would definitely use that instead. But I'm glad I had something because we were able to use more of this song, which I think was also a Luke choice.
So this was actually chosen like hours before we put the video together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about the song choice until we first watched the video.
Love it.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yep.
It actually introduced Ricky to Tame Impala, and probably
This was
a few
what
other
introduced him. Wow.
Yeah, and then now it's like one of his favorite bands, and he went and saw them live and stuff.
Kapap
So
3
I like
literally
the fact
changed
that-
lives.
Well, the idea was that the song was sort of peak, I guess, at the next run.
The song says getting closer.
Mm.
This time was also kind of fun to go for. Nothing too bad. I don't know why I decided to play it, but you know.
It was still a world record at the time, and it was a good gym bop.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like a hot time.
This went through a lot of iterations. I think we just wanted to use Mario or something. Paper Mario.
Yeah. I remember all the earlier edits of this.
Yeah, we had these ideas that weren't really translating really that well,
Yeah.
but in the end, what we did was pretty good. Oh my
One more
god,
birdie
this
love.
is like, yeah, this is ridiculously good. This is all Jono.
Stream over.
Stream's over.
I think I had a little bit of back and forth feedback with like the edit, but it was pretty much 99% Jono.
It's a bit of a secret lore about this segment.
What's the secret lore?
It's
That's one of my favorites of all time.
it was there's a Family Guy episode where they use this song to a montage.
Oh my god.
But it's not really like this.
Dude,
I love
Woody,
how
Woody yelling.
plays
is
stuff.
so good.
Not reasonable, not reasonable.
You got Spec, that was great.
Everyone's so angry.
I showed this part to my brother one time, and even he thought it was hilarious.
Oh, that Quizno one, I wanted to see that. Dude, the Woody one's like on another level though.
I love the mic on Jimbo smashing his desk. Just
Oh, Bez. Oh, that mark grenade shot's good.
Oh.
That runway one, it doesn't look like much, but that's actually Wooder Jansen dying on Runway Agent.
Yep.
yeah.
Dying in the lift is like so fucking dumb. It's like one frame before completing.
Also, sorry, the death on Runway Agent, the reason why it was so crazy was that it was in a 100% run, where he had to go back to get the cheat.
5, 4, 3,
I love this start here.
1.
Mm.
Failed.
Failed.
This is amazing.
Yeah, this is just such a hype part.
One of my favorite songs of
Yeah.
all time.
Really like this intro.
Fuck's sake.
I think all of us have had that happen at least once.
Some say it hadn't landed yet.
It's still
We're
fun.
liars.
Cusping and nipping.
My God, yeah. I love Green always like inserted like whatever new vocabulary was like hot at the time.
Great.
Like whatever new vocabulary.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Net.
And the vocabulary is constantly changing, so you can always
The
say
IQ
something.
meme.
The
that was
IQ meme, yes.
back
Yeah.
then.
I didn't like it, but still, I had to put it somewhere.
This intro is so great. It's really like a lot of players I've noticed now are putting a breakdown of their careers as their profiles, but this is like a video version, which is really quite cool.
Yes, that was a goal. I knew I was closer to the end of my career than the start, so
Yeah.
time to leave
Uh,
something.
The shade, the alien finger.
First Untied, I
Oh
remember.
my god, this guy.
I like he just like, oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh!
You beat you, they were a grinder, which is over.
Oh my god, this
Fuck's
press
sake.
No!
His control shock was really recent. French national anthem.
Love it.
Yeah, it's a really known French meme. It's like an inside joke to the video. It was a French president, by the way.
Okay.
A mate of mine who doesn't really have anything to do with the community, he watched these videos and one of his comments was that French friend of yours is really funny. He loved this.
Yes, 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 yes.
So good.
That's cool to get a bit of Kapap 2 in it.
It's classic.
Runway C22? Nah.
That boost, man, that hot boost.
And yes, I really hated going for Runway 22. Shit, that one. Shit.
It is a shit level.
February.
Oh, this.
Ah, hello, 007.
diffuser kit on these bombs. Now, they may have some kind of anti-tampering device built in, so if you attempt to defuse one too quickly, it's likely to explode.
Oops. Ah, so good.
More Smith quotes.
I had to go in and correct his dumb spelling.
Yep.
What?
There was a typo.
Oh my god. Didn't know that.
That's so funny.
Like, how bad is the typo?
It just said than instead of then.
Oh, that's funny.
I think, is this the first GoldenEye you've done in a green project? To
It's
this
the first one that appeared in the project, yes. Oh, there is Depot 25 in project 2.
Okay, yeah, true.
More for the meme. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
So it's not the first one.
But this
The
was
first
really,
relevant one.
yeah, really good level to start with, like, really impressive.
Mhm.
And I remember Ricky telling me that he was in love, like he loved this song, and I don't know. I think it meant something to him. I think he knew the song.
I think he's played Life
yeah,
is
it's
Strange.
from,
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
main song of Life is Strange. I really like the music, although I don't know if the choice of putting it on Sayo de Bolo was good.
Awesome crate room. Oh, that whole crate
Yes.
area was so good.
Yeah. I actually flew past it. And 124 aged very well. It's not beaten by a lot of players.
Green DSX time.
I still don't think I've ever turned this level on.
Yes. I'm sorry. Watch the cutscene. I didn't know it was a key.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, for all things I need to watch the cutscene, you know. Mandatory. There was a typo in this part.
Is there? I don't think I've ever noticed it.
Instead of trivia, it was a TVR or something. I
Oh,
missed
it was.
Jonah corrected it.
Oh yeah. There's a missing letter.
Love the cute ace integration.
It's so good.
Hmm.
Meat.
Let's look at the screen.
Oh yeah.
This song is absolutely insane.
Yeah, this is great.
G5 songs.
This is before the new lure.
Yeah, where's the lure? Jeez.
It was the last edition of Queen Project 4.
Oh, this is your last.
Actually, I did it in when I show you the video. You didn't know there was a G5 PR in this. Got it thanks to Swiss, by the way. 35. And everyone was like, wow, so many open doors, what the fuck, so lucky.
It's like that door doesn't even matter.
Yes.
Almost quit out.
Classic.
What's it gonna be? Oh man.
Oh, it's Vance.
Really glad this made it into one of the vids to actually yes see where you live.
Yeah, I
Are
love
you
it.
still?
I did
Are you
one tour in Project 1, but then I moved on 3 years ago, just the year before Kapap 3. Actually, it was 5 months before Kapap 3.
Is this still where you live?
Yes. It does not really change. You can consider what you see is what I have right now.
Huh?
Yeah, the bathroom to the left. But this
Just barely made it.
I really liked this cabinet you have showing off.
Yeah, I love the collection. Everything's laid out really cool.
Mm.
You've got a similar setup to me actually, with the desk, like with the computer and with the couch.
Mm-hmm. That's great, bro. Next topic.
Oh,
Yeah, Breath of the
Beautiful.
Wild,
Game of the year.
by the way.
Wii U
In
version,
the
the good
century.
one. Is that monitor on a Wii?
And the TV's on the.
What?
God, it's too good.
Yeah, I need to turn on the TV.
But what level is it?
What is this? Airbase. Bunker 2?
It's Bunker 2!
Yeah, you can see the heavy one on the TV, which is hiding the timer on PD when I play on widescreen.
Oh,
Oh
right.
my god.
So I don't really look at the timer anymore.
This is like super hot.
Hmm.
Okay, I love this one.
It's 118. The legendary. And yeah, LTK B2 was a side project when I was grinding for B2 Double.
I remember how much you got trolled going for this. Like some of the deaths you had right at the end.
They're insane.
Yes, mainly the death
Yeah.
when I go out of the building.
Yeah. But yeah, you were hero in the end to get the LTK run in Kapap.
Natalia stuck.
Natalia almost
Good thing I
fell.
didn't die there.
Ooh, yeah, that was close.
The car was shooting at me.
Double
So it's a
PB7 is
really bad
amazing.
start. It's a really bad start, but the second part of the level is nearly perfect there. Just enough for a tie world record, and didn't want to push it again.
Yeah, can't be too fun.
Yeah, this landing has to be pretty obnoxious.
Nice.
Yeah, the music goes well with the LTK concept.
Oh,
It's still one record. RY LB time. And for the only time in my life I had to show the, the chip.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Some cute ace. I can imagine Ace legit say that in a Discord discussion. Would not surprise me in any context.
In Belgium.
Oh, pendulum.
Oh yes.
Based.
I was ordering train times from literally 1 year before Kapap 3, back in 2016. And I played again the summer, beating all my times on train.
That's right. I think towards the end, you actually improved them again, and you had to go and swap the runs. Didn't
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, there's that Natalia line, or there's that Trevelyan line. It shouldn't take more than a minute,
Exactly.
and people were like, "Oh my god, is this going to be a minute?"
It took a little more than a minute. Dude, I really like this double O run. I played a little of double O 1 month ago. And of course, could not do anything.
Did you have any
You
good
meant me.
fails?
No.
Oh, that guard.
Oh, that was yeah.
And now agent. Surprisingly, I got 1 minute 1 month ago.
Hmm. Good guard setup.
Yeah. And I think this is my best lasers in my whole life.
Yeah.
And the boost is from the double run. It's not from the agent one.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's after the line, so it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Time for the mission description meme.
Next level.
This is so funny.
Episode GB.
War.
Whoa, boom!
Fleet bombardment.
This is a better script than any of the sequels or prequels.
Yeah.
Oh, much better.
It just works so well.
Gene spectrum scanning has brought another candidate for Sketter King to our attention. This honestly sounds like something out of the prequels.
Yes, this is the level description on the pause menu.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love.
And yeah, popular leader this time. My last achievement. Oh, never mind, I got top 3 at moment. Yeah, War
Getting all
25. War 25 was not really fun to go. It's not definitely the kind of level I don't like to play. Surfing only.
I think getting all leaderboards is a really impressive feat.
Yes.
Really shows that you can play anything.
It actually took me one more year after top 5. Even though after Kapap 2 I was not really playing all the time.
Bank of
Oh
Melbourne.
shit.
Bank of Melbourne.
Bank of Melbourne.
This is insane.
I thought that it'd be nice to show a little bit more of the city that I live in.
Yeah.
And
A
the
couple
bank,
of my
of
favorite
course.
spots.
More
And-
of
and
Bank
they-
of Melbourne.
Yeah.
The whole city.
That's actually from my bedroom window with the rain.
Wow.
That's just like a 5-minute walk down the road. That's where I get the tram in the morning to go to work. If I don't just walk straight there. So all this stuff is like really close by.
And of course,
And I should say, Twin Peaks season
Yeah.
3 came in 2017, and I'm a big fan, and it inspired me actually to make Kapap 3 as well. Like I wasn't sure about doing it like I told you in the beginning, but a lot of things from that show gave me kind of inspiration and another push. And then this song was in the episode with dedicated to David Bowie's memory.
It's
And I
also
liked. Yeah.
it's also nice
Say what we're saying.
following on from Kapap 1, which is Twin Peaks season 1 inspired.
That's true, yeah. I didn't really think about that until later. But it somehow managed to make its way into both.
Yeah.
A bit of lore on this run. This run I got while I was in a voice call with Jono, if you remember that.
Maybe.
Because I remember, I didn't tell you I was playing at the time, but when I completed the run, I said, "Oh my god, I just got a PB on Aztec Agent." So it was pretty random. And then I kept playing because I wanted to get the world record, but it never happened in time. But I was still really happy to get a PB, because previously my best time was 1:27. I think this is Green's favorite song in any of them, right?
Yes,
I agree.
it's my favorite song from Kapap 3.
And I wanted to have, because I didn't have many PBs in this video, I just wanted to make a short kind of straight to the point part and have the runs go from order, from my least favorite to my favorite, basically. I knew that I wanted to use this track as soon as I heard it, which was when Damn came out. I was immediately a fan.
Also made it into the hottest 100.
Good
I
choice.
hate it.
That's fine. It's not a universally loved Kendrick song, but
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I think it's fine. I don't love it, but I do enjoy it. And it works well with this run.
and this was the first PB I got going for Kapap 3. So everything that I went for the first 3 months totally failed. I couldn't get Bunker 23. I failed it. Oh my god, that boost was so rude. I don't know what I was thinking, man. I just thought YOLO. But yeah, finally decided I could get 53, so played it until I got that. Can't believe the world record now is 51. That's absolutely
Insane.
unbelievable. I really wanted to troll people with having everyone think it was going to be 23.
Yeah.
That was part of the idea, but I just wasn't happy with my existing PB on the level, and I like the idea of doing some times people weren't expecting.
I love that start there. Killing that
Headshotting
window.
clipboard guard through the
So insane.
that's- also this October 8th. I got this literally I think 5 days before the video
Yes.
was aired.
I was gonna say, because this was another one where I was like, oh, this Church's song, I hadn't heard you. I didn't realize you would pick this until like when we first watched the video. But it's a good song.
Love it.
Yeah, and I'm not really into churches at all. I just thought this track worked well with this run.
Yeah, they're pretty hit or miss, but this is a really, really great one.
And this run's pretty good. It was probably close to 44 watching it now. My heart rate actually was so high at the end of that run because I knew, this is my last chance. Yeah, the last camera. When I hit it, and I was like, oh my god, I've got to get to the end, get the warps, because this is my best chance. It's only like 5 days before we want to air the video.
Your PB was 47, right?
Mm-hmm. So it was a pretty nice 2-second cut.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing.
I remember you posting this, that you got 124, and
Yes.
I was actually jealous of it. That's how good it was.
Take that as a compliment.
It's awesome.
Yeah, really unexpected skip for me, as I was struggling for 125.
The
Could
first,
have been better.
yeah, the first bit of the run is where you could have saved some time, but then the second half is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was so nice to the Oromov kill.
I love this song.
Kind of risky on the last lock.
And it completes the tradition of Eurodance for train runs.
Yeah. Get hype. With the screen moving in what direction. Yeah, I could not get properly the beat on my software.
It's pretty close though.
Let's see, it worked. It worked better. Up, 124 from nowhere.
Wow.
I was not even at home. I was at my mom.
Oh wow. So you took your setup.
It's really it's a really different setup.
Did you use a different TV, or did you pack your TV up and take it over?
Actually, the same TV. It's just it's a TV before I got it on my new apartment.
Ah, yeah.
But in the end, it's the same TV. Yes. Extraction. Extraction essay, one of probably my favorite level.
This song really gives me a feeling that like we've made something amazing, and it's like
Yes.
a great trilogy. Good ending.
It was supposed to be a huge surprise, but I got untied on Extraction PA like 1 month ago, live on stream, but I was not holding. So this 118 right after was like logical. So less surprising, but still.
it was interesting that wasn't part of this, you know, the PA one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's mainly because I was not expecting to get a good time on PA.
I think also the length of this video was pretty much spot on. Like, you don't want it to be, I guess, too long.
Yes. I think there is a time that did not make in Kapap 3, Kapap 4. Oh yeah, Archives 54s. I got the both of them, and they were not in the video. I was playing Diddy Kong Racing music for that.
Oh.
Putting both runs next to each other and changing the music to last turn when it speeds up. Didn't make the cut.
You had to sit on this time for like so long, I remember.
Yes. And there goes my Untide. I think it's my last Untide in PD. Well, my last reveal because Extortion PA was after.
Oh yeah.
Because it's when I was holding it.
This is a good one to go out on though. Like, this, people were so ready to see this level Untied, and it was, and it's a nice level too to watch.
Yes.
Going on.
I feel like there were so many points where it felt like somebody was going to start playing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were like worried that like Carl was
Yeah, but
playing it.
it's PD, you never know when it's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Boss
On
messed
by
around
roof.
with it too.
Boss was investigating this level. The summer.
That was pretty clutch actually to not, you know,
Yes.
post it for that long, knowing all that. And the Aztec run's coming up, and I had the similar sort of feelings
Yeah.
about that too. Because Henrik at that time came up with the new strategy,
Yeah.
just very nerve-wracking.
It's so fucking laggy.
Yeah.
When all the guards come to the door. Very clutch
is
with
really-
first laser. Like I was 1 pixel away from not making it.
This is a really important time though for us all, because it gave us an Untied, and I know that was something that we really wanted in the video,
Yeah.
to feel like we made something worthwhile. So once you got this, like, I think we all played a bit harder.
Definitely.
I know I did. That was the whole thing for 3 with me, was that like it got better and better as it went on, and we got more like keen.
Yeah, there were a lot of points where I feel like some of us were almost feeling a little burnt out on it, and you know, it comes in waves, like because you're doing it over the course of so many months. But with this one, like the further along we got, I think just the more excited we were, and the better
Yeah,
stuff we were getting.
and Jono's crazy stuff started coming in that really
Yeah,
excited us all.
man. How many open doors is that?
That boost.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking red bar.
So because of my TV, I didn't see the timer. I don't know if it was 2:35 to 36.
But you
And
knew that it
decided to wait the wall cutscene. Because why
was, you
not?
knew that it was AV2 though.
I kinda knew it was a run.
Wow, amazing.
Geo.
Go.
Geo time. Go. What? Not anymore. Lovell got destroyed. 235 doesn't mean anything. Taka
Jeff.
got bopped. I got bopped by Taka like yesterday or today.
Everyone just I didn't intend to confuse everyone so much, but everyone.
I feel like yeah, it's when you see the shoelace. I mean, I understand why people are confused, but I just love it.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I think if you like,
possessed me to put-
I think
The
if,
shoe's untied.
if you think about it too much, it's like, like it works better if you just feel it.
Baseball.
It feels good to
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
with the song and everything.
So I wanted to improve Aztec 00, and I knew that the potential to get 136 was out there. So that was kind of my goal. But yeah, I guess
Something happened.
I didn't kill the first guard either. This run shouldn't have been a run. Normally you get shot at that door.
You normally
just a
get
good-
shot after as well.
Late credit card kibble. This
Was-
black room is really well performed. Like the way I shoot for that long and then spin. Like I obviously was playing well at the time. Like I had a good session. I think this is the first or second glass of the session. I'd ordered a pizza, so you know, literally 5 minutes after this run, the pizza guy came and knocked on the door. So I had to go up and
Did you tell him?
no, but I was.
Thanks for the pizza. I got an untied, by the way.
I was like pacing up around the room, trying to contact one of you guys because everyone was asleep.
This not destroy the run.
I thought it was over at
Bad
that
run.
boost because it was that phantom boost. I thought I was gonna die.
Can't believe you activated mainframe.
Fuck.
Insane.
And then when I got here, this is when I started to freak out and.
Was Hurt a song that you went? How did you come to?
Watch this.
that
Watch this.
decision?
I buffered the 3 shots around the corner there just to kill that guard because I knew he didn't die because he didn't drop his gun. So I think if you watch that in detail, that was like really well. Sorry, your question about Hurt though. I think I went through about 5 songs and then Hurt came to mind. I almost wanted to use like a really dumb happy dance sort of song.
Oh man.
But I decided to go with the serious, you know, epic kind of emotional song,
Yeah, it works.
and I think
amazing.
it was a good choice. Yeah.
Caps off Kapap.
The reveal of one insane.
Yeah, people
just
went
chat on
nuts,
and
and just the
Discord and
silence
Discord.
here for a bit. People just needed time to breathe. And of course, some more David Lynch there.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that was the sound
Sure.
of.
Okay, sorry guys, we're back.
So everybody,
No worries.
We needed to watch again this Twin Peaks reference.
Yeah, the Twin Peaks reference with the end screen shot was like the sound effect that they used before every episode, or was it after every episode?
yeah, after, because it's the David Lynch's like production company, their logo. They use that sound effect.
Don't sue me, David Lynch.
David, please. Come on, if somebody's gonna sue us, it's gonna be one of the 4,000
Song
music.
artist.
Yeah.
I remember I think we tried putting it on YouTube, and it was like just universally banned.
It was banned in every country.
Yeah. It was the worst one.
Nah, this is a sick song for credits.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm glad you guys liked it. I was
Yes.
gonna push for it either way, but like I'm yeah, happy that you like. And I know a lot of the guys in the chat when they first watched it were really loving it too, which was cool. And the funny thing again is, so the intro song was the last song on that album, and then this is the first song on Melancholy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the ending song. So I'm really proud of the fact that we did 3, and that they all, like, none of them were like bad, and if anything, they kind of got better. So
Oh yeah.
that's pretty damn rare for a trilogy. And all different in their own way.
It was a great progression to it.
The overall quality of the times got better every time, and like the quality of the editing, and I don't know, the amount of different ideas got better too. But it didn't change like what it was about. Like, it was always kind of it was a community thing. It wasn't like for so much for people who didn't know the in-jokes, even though, you know, you could show it to your friends and they'd still probably like it, like,
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Fun fact, I still have the old song that we picked for this in the credits at the premiere.
The old song we picked for the credits,
No, I mean, like, the
The
text for Bunker Runs was the Pink Floyd song.
oh wow.
That's more about that lore, and why I chose the Tame Impala song, because I love Pink Floyd and I love dogs. But when I watched the rough cut with that, I was like, nah, this is not what we're using. This is not right. The didn't really fit. And then, Jono, you got the sync-in correct. The train thing.
Yeah.
Fucking door is so laggy.
Insane.
We still thank you all for watching. After, oh my god, that noise.
And everyone they thought that there was something else coming, but it's
All
gonna
you
end
get is me making a moronic noise into a microphone for the last second.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this was a pretty incredible experience to make this one, especially. I still look back on this one, and it happens probably every couple months go by now, and I'll still pop onto kapap3.com and watch a little bit of this.
Yeah, I'm with you. I know, definitely straight after it came out, it's like every day I was like watching bits of it.
Yeah, same here.
But now, yeah, every now and then, like every few months, probably, or definitely every half a year at least, I'll want to catch some of the runs. Like I watch your intro a lot, Sammy. That's like hype up sort of thing.
I'm glad you like that.
Like the It's like putting on a skate video, watching your best favorite bits.
Yeah.
So what's on next for the marathon?
A link to the past.
Ooh. Who's
Oh,
wrong?
that's cool.
Bad.
Thanks, everyone.
Bad is next.
Thanks for gathering together, mates.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
This is super fun.
Thanks, mates, who got trolled by the time zone
You rock.
differences.
And by my fucking computer.
All you guys. Sorry you had to
Catch
stay
you
up
later.
so late.
See.
Green.
I don't know, in the Twitch stream.
I'm setting up. I'm gonna move to Elite
is
Voice.
Same. Is someone else gonna
Right.
take over because of your computer, Jono?
It should be. It was fine for fucking 10 hours yesterday. Maybe it's just the media player breaking it somehow.
Okay.
Could be.
I'll see you in voice.
All right.
Again, thanks, guys.
Alright.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.